Al-Idrisi, also known as Abu Abdullah Muhammad Al-Idrisi Al-Qurtubi Al-Hasani As-Sabti, or simply as Al-Idrisi. He born in 1099 CE in Sabta, Spain. He lived in Sicily at the court of King Roger II, and he died in 1165 in Ceuta al-Muhad Caliphate in Spain. Muhammad al-Idrisi was one of the most renowned Arab cartographers, geographers, Egyptologists and traveller. He was a descendant of the Idrisid, who in turn the descendants of Hassan bin Ali, the son of Ali and the grandson of Islamic prophet Muhammad. He traced his descent through long line of Prince Caliph and Sufi leaders to the Prophet Muhammad. His immediate forebears, the Hamudis at 1016 to 1058, were an offshoot of the Idrisi.
I will share about life history of Muhammad al-Idrisi. Al-Idrisi is known by the name of Al-Asharif Al-Idrisi Al-Qurtubi. Al-Idrisi was the descendant of Idrisi, the ruler of Morocco, who was a direct descendant of Hazrat Asa, which is the grandson of Prophet Muhammad SAW. He studied for a number of years at the University of Cordoba, Spain, also known as Al-Andalus, which was famous for its Spanish Muslim scholars, and later taught in Constantine, Algeria. He spent much of his early life in traveling through Spain and North Africa to acquire geographical knowledge about the regions. He also traveled to Anatolia or Asia Minor when he was barely 16 years old. During the numerous tours, he acquired thorough information on each country and quickly rose to worldwide fame as a geographer and cartographer. Apparently, his travels took him to many parts of Europe, including Portugal, the Pyrenees, the French Atlantic coast, Hungary, and Georgia, and also known as York in England. With the information he collected from his travel in Europe, Asia, and Africa, he could create a road map of the world.
The contribution of Al-Idrisi in the field of geography. Al-Idrisi has created the most detailed and impressive map ever known. This map depicts 6 continents, complete with trade routes, lakes, rivers, major cities, mainlands, and mountains. This map also contains precise information about the distances, lengths, and heights. The Al-Idrisi map also contains the Mediterranean Sea, Northern Africa, Europe, and parts of Asia. It is oriented with the south toward the top. After the creation of this map, the King of Sicily, which is Roger II, asked Al-Idrisi to produce an accompanying text, which led to the compilation of Kitab Al-Rujari, and also known as the exertion of one who is eager to traverse the regions of the world. This book also one of the greatest work of medieval geography and cartography. The book describes everything that could not be represented in the map, including the natural environment, the distances, the crops, businesses, dwellings, and buildings.
Okay, next we continue with in the field of medicine. He is well known not just as a geographer, but also in medicine and pharmacy. He wrote the book Al-Adwiyah Al-Mufrijah, which discuss both disciplines. Al-Idrisi lists prescription medicine names in 12 different languages in this book. Al-Idrisi has authored a book titled Al-Jami' li-Ajtad an-Nabat in the subject of herbal science, botany, and pharmacy. This book is alphabetically organized. According to French scientist Jacques Riesler, Al-Idrisi has suggested the usage of 360 different species of plants in the prescription of medication.
Now we move to the Al-Idrisi manuscript and materials. Throughout his life, Al-Idrisi wrote numerous important works, many of which are still utilized by other academics today, and his books on geography were popular for several countries. He also wrote on fauna, zoology, and therapeutical aspects. Many of his writings have been reissued and translated primarily into Latin. First, Nuzhatul Mushtaq fi Ikhiraqil Afad, or known as Kitab al-Rujari. Second, Rad Unas wa Nuzhat an-Nafs, Pleasure of Men's and Delights of Souls. Third, Al-Jami' li Sifat Ashtad an-Nabatat. Al-Idrisi also drew a map on silver ball weighing 400 kg. Besides, Al-Idrisi matured a silver ball and world map.